of India, Hyderabad Circle, is organizing an inter-circle volleyball tournament. In this tournament, there are about 13 teams which are participating from all across the circle. Many of you would be knowing that State Bank of India has 14 circles, and in this tournament, besides most of the circles, we also have a team from State Bank of Bikaner and Jaipur that is participating. I would like to also let you know that State Bank of India has been foremost in terms of not only providing employment to the sports person of eminence, especially people who have played at the state level, people who have played at the national levels. These players who have actually excelled in their own field. The bank has on many occasions have given them direct employment in various capacities. In this tournament also across the bank, there are 10 international players who are participating, who have represented India in various forums and various tournaments. The circle is extremely proud to hold this program, to hold this tournament, and we are very sure that this program, which is being held at the Vijay Bhaskar Stadium, is going to be at a very high standard, with many of the players actually exhibiting one of their best prowesses in terms of what they have achieved in volleyball. I would also like to advise you that the bank has a sports council board, which actually every year announces many tournaments, many various games which are conducted, all the inter-circle games that are conducted. This year the bank has decided to conduct inter-circle competition in about 6 fields. The 6 fields are we have football, table tennis, basketball, cricket, and now we are holding volleyball. And in the next quarter, we are also likely to hold hockey tournament. I think that this probably is an opportunity for many of the young as well as a lot of other players to come together, to come and play and actually be part and parcel of what actually State Bank stands for. I think we wish all the team members, all the players, about 130, 140 players are expected from across India. We wish them the very best, and we do expect that the level of volleyball is going to be very high over here. So my request to all of you, as well as I would like you to take it to the other viewers. If they can come and watch these tournaments, it will be great fun. Not only it will be going to be a great fun, but it's also going to give a lot of impetus to the players that they are being watched, they are being taken care of, and they are obviously, when they play well, everybody is waiting that it is appreciated also. So I please convey to all the readers and the viewers that they must come over and watch these games. Yeah, in the last actually 15 years, the bank has changed its policy. It is primarily because we were not recruiting at all. It's not just the sports person that we were not recruiting. For a very long time, we have not been recruiting. It was after about maybe 10-15 years that in 2009 was the first time that we recruited. I think going forward, the bank is actively considering what it would like to do in terms of recruiting the sports person, and I'm sure that going forward we will be very closely associated with this, and I'm sure that at some point of time a decision will be taken about that. Policy is not the same. There are a lot of things that these banks are allowed leeway in terms of, because the autonomy is there for the associate banks. However, I do understand that there is a governing council at the corporate level, but more importantly, the associate banks are allowed to function independently. Other than the chairman, it is absolutely an independent board that manages it. In terms of the HR policies also, they have their own independent HR policies. The next best thing that we do, other than the chairman's being on the board, is that we share the same platform on the accounting side. We have the same accounting platform that is used over there, but otherwise they are doing it. It's just a matter of time. I personally feel that they should be in a position, we should be in a position to do it. But it's a corporate decision, and the decision has to be taken by the corporate office. Yes and no. Yes, definitely. It does help tremendously. I joined in '83. I joined the State Bank of India, and along with me, many of you would be knowing Mr. Jalaluddin was representing Madhya Pradesh at that time, the erstwhile Madhya Pradesh, and Mr. Jalaluddin joined as a probationary officer along with us, and he used to work along with us in many of the branches. So there have been times when the bank was, if you have represented at the international level, they were joining as probationary officer. If you have represented at the state level, you would join as a clerk. But going forward, yes, I'm sure that this will enhance, but a decision has to be taken at the corporate office. I'd also like to advise that the circle team, because we are the Hyderabad circle is very close to our heart, and the Hyderabad circle has performed exceedingly well in volleyball in previous occasions. We do expect that they will perform equally well this time. Lately, in all the tournaments that have been conducted at various places, I mentioned to you, they have done very well. They have most of the times they were in either the semi-finals or quarter-final or finals, and I'm sure that they are waiting for this opportunity to win the competition. I I think there could be one or two instances. Maybe the officer would have opted to go out because of his promotional avenues open to him. But otherwise, these things are taken into account. We give them leave, special leaves, so that they can do practice. And I'm very particular about it. I've joined about 4 months back. I'm extremely particular about how they are performing. In fact, if they don't perform, I take them to task. We'll take care of it if there are instances, and if you bring it to our attention, we will do our best in terms of making their life very easy so that they can practice and they can perform very well. Performance is very high on my agenda.
On the field or off the field?
Pardon?
Both.
I think they are sports person. I have been a sports person. I have represented at various levels in table tennis, in tennis. A sports person has a different mentality altogether. They don't think as a normal person would think. They are extremely, versatile in terms of adapting themselves to various things. And I'm sure that these players also would do the same thing. The attitude is very different.